Welcome to War Thunder with Subdude. How y'all doing today? Well, very interesting topic today. And the topic would be the well, the best way to put it is the rewards for attackers. Now, right now, the only rewards that are really worth anything in air realistic are air-to-air kills of enemy pilots. If you're an attacker, your job is to take out ground targets. Your job is to make the mud move. Therefore, you should, by all rights, get a tremendous amount of RP and silver for doing your job, which is moving mud. Unfortunately, Gaijin gives very, very little in the way of rewards for killing ground targets, even when that is the primary goal of your aircraft. Now, there was a 12 kill run. 12. Took them out in one swipe, which is pretty good. But it wouldn't be, and there we have packet loss, which is causing the plane to fly all over the place. So that's another thing that I'm going to bring up in this video. Gaijin, please fix your servers. I mean, my ping hasn't been that high. I've had a ping of 75, but I've been getting packet losses in the range of between 5% and 25%, and that's not good. But let's get back onto the original topic. The original topic had to do with rewards for strike aircraft. Now, I decided to fly out in probably the premier prop strike aircraft in the game. I know some Russians are going to say, "Oh no, that's the IL-10." No, not even close. The Sky Shark is definitely the premier ground attack aircraft in prop, even though it's got a turboprop engine, or actually two turboprops. But if this had been a regular match, that strike would probably be worth maybe 5,000 gold or silver, and maybe as much in RP, which means I would have made my repair cost and a little bit more. But if I'd have taken down one enemy aircraft, that would have made as much as a 12 kill ground strike. Maybe even a little bit more. It all depends upon how long I have to finagle somebody to kill them. This is a problem for strike aircraft, and it extends from the bottom of the stack all the way to the top of the stack. Gaijin really should reevaluate, and only for strike aircraft and bombers, when they are in the game to destroy ground targets. Now, that's not to say that fighters can't kill ground targets, but the planes that deserve the rewards for actually doing their job are the strike aircraft, the attackers, the Stormoviks. If it's designated a strike aircraft, then Gaijin should be giving it a not so much a premium, but a elevated amount of recognition for doing the job that the plane was designed to do. I know some people are going to be like, no, don't do that. Nobody will fly fighters. Like, yeah, I really don't care. I'm not a fighter jock. I really don't fly fighters that well. I do fly attack aircraft. And don't get me wrong, I can do the same thing in ground realistic or ground simulator, but I choose not to because I don't want to drive a tank. But yes, in ground RB, ground simulator, you should get elevated rewards for flying an attacker and doing your job exactly as it is designed to do. Now this is a bonus. That's a B-25 and a PE-2. I forget which one I killed first, but it doesn't really matter. I think I just winged him. There we go. Now that pretty much did a double on the amount of RP that I would get in this match. And I'm still not done going after ground targets. I happen to have 2,250 pound bombs on at this time, and I'm about to make a mess of some more ground targets. That brings my ground kill total to 19. And again, I got hit with more packet loss. This is just getting ridiculous, Gaijin. You've got to fix your servers. Maybe they don't need fixing so much as they need upgrading. More RAM, better video, something. I don't know. All I know is you've got bad servers right now. They are not doing the job. and then I got going after an MB-162. I think it was that MB-162 right there. Yep. And his 20 millimeter got me. But that's the point of this. There needs to be greater rewards for ground attack aircraft, strike aircraft, doing their job, taking out the ground targets on these maps. You already have poor map layout. And it's very poor map layout. There are some good ones, and most of them are bad because you place everything directly between the two airfields and then drive everyone right at the same point. That doesn't make for good gameplay. And this is, at its heart, a game. It's not an industry. It's not, real war. This is a game. And it's really frustrating when you're flying something like the A2D1, which is an attack aircraft loaded down with bombs. I mean, 20 250-pound bombs is 5,000 pounds of ordnance on the wings. That's 2,500 pounds, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2,500 pounds under each wing, which means this thing's roll rate with this load is horrible. Because it's all in the wings. And it gets even worse when you put the 2,000 under each wing plus 4 500s. That's 4,000 pounds under each wing. That's a lot to be hauling around in an aircraft. Is the aircraft designed to do that? You betcha. Is it maneuverable when it's got that load? Not at all. So what Gaijin needs to do is make sure that the maps are playable by everybody. This isn't a bad map that I was on. It's the, what was the name of that? Replay. Operation Iskara. Operation Iskara. It's not a bad map. It's probably one of the better ones that they've created. Because you've got an airfield to the left, you got an airfield to the right. You've got the same thing up for the other side. An airfield to the left, an airfield to the right. And most of the fighters take off on the right-hand airfields. And they go play with each other, which is good. The bombers and attackers, or strike aircraft, go off from the left-hand side of the map. and they come and they do their jobs, which is good. Now, occasionally you'll get a fighter or two that wants to fly on the left-hand side of the map because they know that there's attackers and bombers over there, and, easy pickings. Sometimes. Sometimes they get there after an A2D1 has unloaded all of its ordnance, other than its cannons, and oops, it can be a nasty customer up close and personal. But for the most part, the maps that you're flying on with attackers and bombers do not give you the rewards that you seek. I mean, these planes should get a much, much better reward for taking out ground targets, especially moving ground targets. Tanks, AAA, armored cars, SPGs, if you take it out with, if it's a moving target and you take it out from an airplane, you ought to get at least double what you're getting right now. I just took out 19 moving targets with this plane. And then I took out a couple of airplanes. My reward should have been through the roof. But it won't be, or it wouldn't have been. So Gaijin, please take some time to sit down and go through these aircraft and do some database adjustments on the rewards for strike aircraft for taking out ground targets like they were designed to do, what their main job is. That's all I've got. This subdude signing out. Y'all have a pleasant today, a better tomorrow. We'll catch you in the sky and air realistic on the good maps. Take care, folks.